Hey, truth seekers, welcome back. Zach here. It's April 23rd, 2017. In the NBA, we have more definitive proof that the league is scripted, rigged, the games are predetermined before they're even played, and we're going to further prove that by looking at the Cavs sweeping the Indiana Pacers in 4 games, winning Game 4 106-102, and the star player scoring 33 points, a very special number to the city of Cleveland, the NBA Finals, and LeBron James himself. So here's where I want to begin today. I want to begin with the tattoo on the back of LeBron James. He's well known for having this Chosen One tattoo, quite the arrogant remark, the Chosen One, right on his back, branded onto his skin. If you're new here, we talk about the language of Gematria. Just in case you've never seen one of my posts before, LeBron James is getting the sweep today, April 23rd, a very special day. Notice in what is called full reduction, the word sweep is 23. So is the name King. And LeBron James, King James, where's the number 23? This is a special number. LeBron James is a symbol. Special number here. If you've ever seen the film The Number 23 with Jim Carrey, that was a Hollywood film trying to clue people in to this language of Gematria. You might remember there's a scene where they explain how pink sums to 23. Pink, in this same method of Gematria, sums to 23. You might also recall that the movie begins with a dog named Ned. Ned in English ordinal sums to 23. So real quick, we're just going to write the word chosen. LeBron has chosen one like that on his back. In reverse ordinal, the word chosen, it doesn't matter what number you put up here. That has no difference on a Gematria value. It only matters what letters are up there. So chosen one, chosen two, it doesn't matter. It's just the word chosen that's getting calculated. The word chosen in reverse ordinal is 98. And what this means, reverse ordinal, is the alphabetic order in reverse. A is the first letter, B is the second letter, C is the third. Instead of A being 1, instead Z is 1. Counting backwards up to A is 26. 26 letter alphabet. Watch this. If you write chosen 1 in English ordinal, it sums to 98. Chosen 1, 98. And what English ordinal is the alphabetic order. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3. Instead of the alphabetic order in reverse. Over here, A is 26, B is 25, C is 24. That's why in this method, usually there's larger values for words because most English spelt words are with, the smaller letters in the alphabet. A lot of A, E, I, O, U. So what's interesting is LeBron plays for the National Basketball Association, the NBA, National Basketball Association, which when spelled correctly, I need another L in there. National Basketball Association, also 98. LeBron James, the face of the NBA with chosen one on his back. You might recall 2 years ago when he went to the NBA Finals, the game went to overtime, 98-98. It was exactly 98 days after the Warriors and Cavs had last played in the regular season. LeBron James had a season high of 42 points in that game. And if you followed my work back then, I said this is no coincidence that LeBron James has scored 42 points in this game. The number 42 was retired for Nate Thurmond with the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Golden State Warriors. Nate Thurmond had his number 42, retired with both teams. It's why the Warriors are wearing 42 on their jersey this year. He died in the offseason, 27 days after Game 7 when LeBron scored 27 points. Anyway, 2015, before the Warriors and Cavs ever met in the finals, when LeBron scored 42 in that game that he did, I said, there's the signal for your NBA Finals. It was the first time all year LeBron had scored 42. I knew it was symbolic. I said, this is going to be your NBA Finals right here. And everyone told me I was wrong that year. That's before there'd ever been a Warriors-Cavs. Everyone who was following me was saying I was wrong, and it was going to be the Chicago Bulls that year. That's what everyone thought that followed basketball. Well, anyway, I wasn't wrong. And as I pointed out then, that game between the Warriors and Cavs where LeBron scored 42, it was exactly 114 days after November 4th, 2014, which was election day for, the interim elections for Congress. And it was the start of the 114th Congress. And anyway, LeBron on November 4th had a very horrible game against the Portland Trail Blazers. His career worst game since his rookie season. And then 114 days later, he had his season high of 42 against the Warriors. And you can go back and watch what I explained then, but I showed how that foreshadowed that it would be Cavs, Warriors, in the NBA Finals. Well, anyway, today, making this video, the day that the Cavs just swept the Pacers, today's 114 days after LeBron James' 32nd birthday, and Indiana Pacers also has this gematria of 114. If you missed my video previewing this series, I showed why this number was so significant to the series, and now here LeBron is sweeping the Pacers 114 days after his birthday, scoring 33 himself. Remember, Cleveland equals 33, just like NBA Finals. Last year, the Cavs were the 33rd team in NBA championship history to be down 3-1, the first ever to come back, the 33rd team to try. The top two teams in the NBA, the Lakers and Celtics, have combined for 33 NBA championships. Remember when it was Bird 33, who wore number 33, versus Magic? Wasn't that long ago. The NBA, throughout the years, it's built the player above the team and made these player versus player matchups, the storyline. So now we have LeBron James and Steph Curry, who were both born in Akron, Ohio, in the same hospital, the same place Nate Thurmond was born. Notice Akron, Ohio was 106. Today, LeBron won with 106 points. Notice also the 47. The Warriors, who Steph Curry plays for, were originally the Philadelphia Warriors, and they won the first basketball championship in 47. If you write out just Ohio alone, it has gematria 47, and this is the 47th season of the Cavs. This is a very special number to Freemasonry. The Freemason compass, the logo with the compass, the G, and the square beneath it, the compass is set at 47 degrees. The Freemasons have something called the 47th problem of Euclid about how to establish foundation. Just understand this number, very significant. So anyway, we're introducing gematria, why it's significant. If you learn to read these numbers, how you can get ahead of the scripting, because the NBA is absolutely scripted, and it really is scripted to the point. There is technology being used in these games to ensure outcomes, to ensure stat lines are correct, final scores are correct. All of these games are scripted to the point, and the proof is in recognizing the code and recognizing the ongoing patterns, as I've done and as I've shown through prediction, getting way ahead of the sports championships before the seasons even begin. So let's come back here to Chosen One. Something we didn't explain on the calculator, we'll do that real quick. LeBron scored 33, right? Notice LeBron in reverse reductions 33. Notice James in reverse reductions 33. Notice Cleveland in full reductions 33. The difference between these two methods is this. Look down here where we have the outlay for full reduction. C is the third letter. So C is 3. L is the 12th letter. If we go to ordinal, you'll see that L is 12. If I come back to reduction, you see that L becomes 3. That's because in numerology, 1 plus 2 is 3. E is the 5th letter. So E is 5. V is the 22nd letter. 2 plus 2 is 4. You see? Over here, V is 22. Over here, it's 4. E the 5th, L the 12th, 1 plus 2 is 3. The point is we make each letter a single digit. With reverse reduction, we do the exact same thing, but with the alphabet in reverse. And the way to do this, if you're good with numbers in your head, if you can remember the alphabetic order, the way this works is C, to get what the value of C is in reduction, you have to do this. You have to do 27 minus the letter where it is in the alphabet. C is the third letter. So you do 27 minus 3 equals 24, and then 2 plus 4 is 6. You see? L is the 12th letter. So you do 27 minus 12, which is 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. So L is 6. E is the 5th letter. You do 27 minus 5, which is 22. 2 plus 2 is 4. So E is 4 here. Are you following me? There's just one extra step. And if you're asking why do you subtract from 27, well, just think about it. In reverse reduction, Z is worth 1, right? Z is the 26th letter. So to make Z 1, you just create the formula. 27 minus 26 is 1. You see? Y is the 25th letter. 27 minus 25 is 2. But Y is 2 in reverse reduction. We'll just put it up there. 2. Z 1. You see? So a lot of people, they've been asking me to explain these gematria methods more, so I wanted to do that here just to introduce. Now let's go through the rest of this. With LeBron, chosen one, being the face of the NBA, think about Tom Brady, the face of the NFL. Next year will be the 98th NFL season. We're going to talk about how LeBron James in Game 3 had a big ritual that was a tribute to the Super Bowl, which Tom Brady just won. But look at this. Tom Brady 98, Patriots 98, New England Patriots 98. This is a special number. This is a number that represents the prophet. And to the Freemasons who run the world of rigged professional sports, it's all about prophecy. This is why they would code such a number. This is their chosen one, the prophet, the face of their sport, if you will. So 98, special number. All right, now let's get into today's outcome, 106 to 102, the sweep. Again, Akron, Ohio sums to 106. LeBron from Akron, Ohio, Steph Curry from Akron, Ohio, Nate Thurmond from Akron, Ohio. Last year, Game 7 of the NBA Finals. It was on the 106th Father's Day ever. It was on the real King James's birthday, who has 106 birth numerology, as you see here. It was the Warriors' 106th game of the season. The Warriors get their name from, or the Warriors are originally from Philadelphia, a city named from the book of Revelation, the book of prophecy and destruction. The word prophecy is 106. It was the Warriors' 106th game last year, and they play in the 106-foot-tall Oracle Arena, which is the shortest stadium in the league. But it is 106 feet tall. Again, they're named, Philadelphia is named from the book of Revelation, the book of prophecy and destruction. And the overlap here with sports is entertain, which has the gematria of 106. LeBron James, his first son, was born October 6th. Prince, the musician, said all we can go by in this world is prophecy. They reopened his house as a museum this past October 6th, 10/6, a lot like 106. It's no coincidence that LeBron's first son was born on 106. It's because LeBron is hardly a human being, honestly. LeBron James might as well be a mule on a farm, branded with a number on him. Like the best, cattle out there for rearing more cattle. This is what LeBron James is. He's an instrument in making money. He's a puppet on strings. He has no control over his life. For all of you who want to be, entertainers, for you young people who want to grow up and be in these leagues, no, you don't. For being in these leagues, you get the people around you murdered. You have no control over anything. You can't even, think about it. What true athlete wants to go out and be a puppet on strings? Sports is supposed to be about competition, proving yourself, showing who has put in the most time to earn the W. But in the world of professional sports, it's all about what the script is. That's why the sports commentators always say you couldn't have scripted it any better. Just mocking the fans. The reason they keep those same personalities on the TV is because they're all in on the script. But anyway, LeBron James and so many of these athletes, they are truly raised, born, bred to be, made to have children, breeding more for the future generations, for the future rigging. This is what's going on. Having LeBron give his first son on October 6th. Notice the Pacers also won 42 games in the regular season. Special number to LeBron. But here's LeBron's box score, 33 points. 33, 13 of 25. From his birthday, his 32nd birthday, to today's game is 114 days, like LeBron James, like Indiana Pacers getting the big sweep. A few other things are interesting. I'll link all these posts down below if you want to go back over them again. The last game where the Cavs got their third win, this is the one that just made me laugh. And a lot of people asked me to make a video on this, the 25-point comeback. Notice that in this game, LeBron had 25 field goal attempts, 13 to 25. The game before, big 25-point comeback, just like the Super Bowl. From the Super Bowl to the 25-point comeback, remember the Patriots had a record 25-point comeback in the Super Bowl. And if you don't know, I said why the Patriots would win before the Super Bowl was played. And I said it was all about 25. I didn't know they'd have a 25-point comeback, but I said why the Patriots would win and why it was all about 25. We'll get to that. But from that 25-point comeback on 2/5 to LeBron and co. coming back from 25 to win was 74 days later. Very special number to Freemasonry, the reflection of 47. Masonic equals 74, Jewish 74, occult 74. Freemasonry, Zionist Jews controlling the world of sports. Notice the Pacers lost with 114 points. The Cavs won with 119, like All-Seeing Eye, like Starry David, like Master Plan. Let's just skip to this. The Cavs came back from 25 in this game. It was the big narrative. Here's what you need to know. In the Super Bowl, where the Patriots came back from 25, the Patriots were down 28-3. The halftime performer was Lady Gaga, who was born March 28th, 28/3. 28-3 comeback. Lady Gaga in Gematria sums to 31 like Houston, and it was Super Bowl 51 that she performed at 51 days before her 31st birthday. You see? 51 days before her 31st birthday. After Lady Gaga performed, the Patriots would go on to have a comeback to win the game, scoring 31 unanswered points. They were down 28-3. They would win 34-28, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's right. In overtime, they got the touchdown. And on my blog, you can go back and look. I wrote why I thought Super Bowl 51 would be the first Super Bowl to go to overtime. It never happened. The blog post on my blog, there's tons of comments. They're all timestamped from hours before the Super Bowl, so you can see that I wrote the article and everyone responded to it. But yeah, you get ahead of this code, you can see what's going on. But look at this. It's even worse with the 28-3 comeback. I pointed this out when it happened. The day it happened, I said, remember this if the Patriots win the Super Bowl. The Town was an episode of The Simpsons, Season 28, Episode 3, the third episode of the 28th season. The plot was about the Boston Americans, who are the New England Patriots, and Tom Brady. This episode came out on the same date that Tom Brady returned from his suspension. Remember, Tom Brady was suspended for Deflategate? Tom Brady that day came back and beat the Cleveland Browns 33-13. Cleveland. We're talking about Brady, the face of the NFL, and LeBron, the face of the NBA. That day, Tom Brady comes back and scores 33. That night on The Simpsons, the episode's The Town 33, just like Cleveland, just like Simpson. That's the same as reduction over here on this calculator. Back when I made that post, this calculator didn't exist. Simpson, Cleveland, all in reduction. The Town. Show you something real quick about Cleveland. Notice the 48 as well. Remember Donald Trump had his convention in Cleveland? Donald Trump, his first day at the White House was the same day that Barack Obama congratulated the Cavs for winning the NBA Finals. Trump had his GOP convention in the same building that the Cavs played for their NBA Finals. But anyway, Donald Trump, Cleveland, both 48, just like James also 48. And LeBron James now has a show about a wall, The Wall. On the 48th day of 2017, the movie The Wall came out. Donald Trump running on building a wall. The rigging in this world is way bigger than sports. This is all Masonic, occult ritual practice that is used in sports, making news, making history, rigging elections. You learn this code, you just see how many things are being controlled by masonry in this way and all the overlap, you know? So here's this episode of The Town. The Patriots come back and win. The Simpsons cartoons on the same night. This was in the month of October, by the way. It was episode number 599, which is the 109th prime number. 109 is the 29th prime number. You might remember the Cavs beat the Pacers with 109 points to win game 1 of this series. Talked about that. 29 connects to Ohio, the birthplace of football. You know, think about it. The Patriots are in Cleveland, beating them, the birthplace of football. Bill Belichick's first coaching team in the NFL, the Browns. This is why they were the ritual team. But look at this. This was the ultimate thing that I pointed out in the video from October when this happened. I said if the Patriots win the Super Bowl, don't forget this. From the date of the episode, which was October 9th, 10/9, again, one more time, 599, the 109th prime. This was episode 599 on 10/9. 109, the 29th prime. For anyone whose research is truth, they know that the Simpsons cartoon has put out a lot of predictive programming. This just goes to show you, even the cartoons are part of the rituals. We're living out one big agenda, narrative, script. All of these things are planned and working together. You know? This is what the Illuminati is, the Freemasonic network controlling so many things. But anyway, from October 9th to February 5th, the date of the Super Bowl, cartoon, Brady's comeback to the start of the Super Bowl, 119 days, 119. The town in The Simpsons is Springfield, 119, like Star of David, like All Seeing Eye, like Master Plan. And in this game, you know, where the Cavs have the 25-point win, they win with 119 points, you see? And again, this was season 28, episode 3. Then would come the Patriots' 28-3 comeback 119 days later. For anyone who is trying to argue that the NFL isn't scripted, I mean, cognitive dissonance is the word you need to look up. The Falcons gave away the football game. Clearly. They had a first down at the Patriots' 20-yard line with 2 minutes left. How do you not win in that situation? You're already up a touchdown. You got a first down at your opponent's, 20-yard line. 2 minutes left. All you got to do is run the ball 3 straight times, kick a field goal, make it a 2-score game, and the game's over. But what did the Falcons do? They dial up some needless passes, take some huge sacks, some huge holding calls, get out of field goal range. It was 3rd and 33, you guys. The down was 3rd and 33. Do I even need to say any more? Here was that score. Excuse me. Game 1, Cavs won with 109 points, 109 the 29th prime, Ohio 29, also Gematria 47, Cavs 47th season. They scored 66 points in the first quarter. Remember, LeBron 66 and LeBron James also 66 in reverse reduction. Special number. LeBron and the Cavs, 66 points. Game 1. And before this game, I put out a preview and I said this whole series was all scripted for LeBron James, the big star of the league, the face of the league. And it's been nothing but rituals for him the whole time. Again, I showed this before the series began. The two teams had played 185 times all time. Basketball 185. Indiana and Ohio 47. Indiana 137, the 33rd prime. LeBron scoring 33 against them to close them out. This man noticed that this was LeBron's 37th playoff series all-time as well. His 37th all-time, and I just want you to notice that Chosen One also has the Gematria 37. Really big series for him, symbolic series by the numbers, as they always are. So, to close out, last night I put out a video on the death of Aaron Moran. I said that this was a ritual for LeBron James and the Cavs in Ohio. A lot of people drop dead around the Cleveland Cavaliers every year. In the world of professional sports, there's always ritual murder. And you know what? Just to make this point before we get into Aaron Moran, I want to go back to Carol Brady. I put out a video the day Carol Brady died, and I said, here's another signal the Patriots are going to win the Super Bowl this year. It was all coded out. She died at age 82. New England Patriots have Gematria of 82, you know. She died on the day that left 37 days left in the year, connecting to Patriots. She died 74 days before the Super Bowl. 74, this special number, just like how LeBron James and co. got the Super Bowl 51 tribute 74 days after the Super Bowl. Here's 74 days before. She was dead on a date with 44 numerology, killing number. Slipknot has a song called Gematria, the killing name. Gematria sums to 74 like killing. Just show you this right here. Gematria, 74. The killing name, 74. You know? Carol Brady in Gematria also sums to 99 like New England. Scary for the Patriots. Here we are with their 98th season upcoming. Lot lines up for the Patriots. And 99th season will be after that, with Falcons hosting the Super Bowl, who the Patriots just beat. Can you imagine if we see Tom Brady win Super Bowls at age 39, 40, and 41? Don't kid yourself. You know, we saw Peyton Manning, and I told Peyton Manning was going to win the Super Bowl when the season began. The script was clear. Throwing wounded ducks not seen since Rex Grossman riding off into the sunset was Peyton Manning at age 39. We might see Tom Brady doing it at age 41. You know why? It's right here. Super Bowl 41. 41-year-old Tom Brady, the oldest Super Bowl champion of all time. I can just already see it. Makes me sick. Close out the 99th season of the NFL. But look at this. I mean, I document all this. Just how Carol Brady syncs up with New England perfectly. Brady Bunch. 98, the number we just talked about. The Brady Bunch, like Super Bowl. You see what I mean? So many people are mad at me because at the beginning of the year, I said, you know, and I gave you the exact teams. If anybody took the pool of teams that I said to bet on at the beginning of last year, before the season even began, I said in the NFC, the first two teams I liked were the Packers and Falcons, and I explained why because of the number 44. The Falcons defeated the Packers with 44 points in the NFC Championship. Doing more research, there was a narrative for the Giants. And I said maybe for the Vikings, but the Viking stuff could be because they're hosting Super Bowl 52. But anyway, I gave you a small group of teams in the NFC. 3 of those teams made it to the playoffs. Did the Vikings make it as well? Maybe all 4. I don't think the Vikings made it, though. 3 of the 4 made it, and the Vikings were the one I felt the least about. In the AFC, I said it's either going to be the Colts this year or it's going to be the Patriots. I said if I'm wrong about the Colts, it'll be the Patriots, and I said that all season. So, I mean, you know, people want to hate because it was the least exact I was on any of these sports predictions. You know, I haven't missed many things, but people want to hate just because my last year's NFL pick wasn't exactly perfect from the beginning. Anyway, if you listen to me, I showed you the code the whole time. You can go back and watch the video from November 24th that I uploaded on this. I said, here's the latest sign that it looks like it's the Patriots. You know? She died in Los Angeles, California. 197, the 45th prime. She died 113 days from Tom Brady's birthday. Here we are on April 23rd, the 113th day of the year. The number of deception. LeBron James getting the big sweep on the 113th day of the year. So anyway, that was Florence Henderson, Carol Brady. Now this year, you know, well, I shouldn't just say this year. There's been so many celebrity sacrifices since Carol Brady, but here's the latest. Aaron Moran, found dead, murdered, ritual. She was found dead in Indiana, where LeBron James just swept the Pacers today. Notice the headline, Gematria of 113. They said overdose. Now, today, the Pacers get swept on the 113th day of the year. 113, number of deception. Aaron Moran in Satanic Gematria, 422, dead on April 22nd. You know, dead 187 days after her birthday. See my work on Tom Brady last year in 187. A lot of 187 rituals with him last year. Some for Bill Belichick as well. Bill Belichick equals 97. It was the 97th season of the NFL. Anyway, I put out a video on the death of Erin Moran, but I explained it yesterday. Her death connected to today's NBA playoff game. And I said, no doubt, it has to do with LeBron. This happens every year. Ritual murders for the big stars of the athletes. People just start dropping dead like flies. Also yesterday, NBA referee dropped dead, Jess Kersey. Born January 12th, dead on the 112th day of the year. Born in 41. Remember, the word king equals 41. Last year, LeBron James won on the real King James's birthday on a date with 41 numerology. But Jess Kersey, who dropped dead yesterday, Gematria of 37, like Chosen One, you know. He was 76 years old. Blood Sacrifice has Gematria of 76, like Secret Society. So it's always the same, Truth Seeker. You learn the code. You see through the repetitive rigged scores how often the same scores, the same numerical patterns, the same type of spacing in the rituals plays out. The code is really repetitive once you learn it. Start by focusing on 33, 47, and 74. Just like I said in my first video that I uploaded, way back when. 33, 47, 74. You start right there, you're going to see, half of what you need to see. You learn about some of these other numbers like 106, you'll see even more. So, until next time, Truth Seeker.